So yeah, in terms of the workflow, the sort of tour creation workflow. So if we're talking about do it yourself, the way things work is you upload the panoramas. You're going to then do the reconstruction of the rooms, and we'll get into that in detail in the part 2 of this. And then you assemble the tour together. You've got some design customization that you can do in terms of branding, icons, and all the sort of presentation level work of the tour, and then you can go ahead and share it. So if you're working do it yourself, that's the kind of way it works. If you're working with the full service and you're sending the processing to us, basically you just upload the panoramas, ship the project to us. You've got a 24 or a 48-hour turnaround option, and then you share it with your clients. All right, so one of the other things that's worth noting is that you can publish to anywhere in the world. So we have, I think, 12 data centers in different regions around the world. And I'm just going to pop into the UI briefly here just to show you what that could look like. So here, if I go to the publishing tool, this is we're looking at the actual editors for Metareal. You can see here, when we go to publish a tour, we have a bunch of options to choose where we're going to publish to. And so depending on where my customer base is, I can choose to publish to different regions. And this makes it very efficient and very affordable in terms of hosting, because you haven't got to pay for hosting everywhere globally. You're just hosting where you want the tour to be consumed.
Okay, great. You want to dive in and show us some example tours?
Yeah. So one of the things that's kind of cool about Metareal is the ability to integrate. So here I've got a tour that was done for, I believe, the one of the local municipalities here. And one of the cool things about the tours is being able to integrate this. I'm going to show 2 things here. First one is the ability to integrate interactive elements like video and audio. So here we've got a label, what we call labels, added to this point in the tour. And if I click on it, we're linking to a YouTube video, which we can then control directly in the tour. Now, obviously, we've got options for size and this kind of thing, but essentially what you can do with labels is integrate any HTML interactive element directly in the tour. So we have folks using it for interfaces. We have customers on the property management side using this kind of interface to connect to a database backend and present information about maintenance schedules and that kind of thing. So that's one of the pretty cool features. One of the other things you can do is integrate drone imagery. So here we've got some little icons that have been added into the sky in this panorama. And if I click on it, we zoom up to a drone shot of that point of view. And I can zoom back into my panorama, my tour, just like that, with a kind of cool transition. So this is something that folks really appreciate, is the ability to basically take drone imagery and integrate it directly into the tour. In this case, it's an exterior tour, but we could have a tour here where I've got a space and I click on the door and I go inside as well. So this is an example of an exterior tour with drone imagery and interactive video elements integrated all in a single experience. Also, we've got one of the icons here, so we click and we can go to the plan view. And in this case, it's a custom plan view image that was added, by the customer to illustrate the layout of the space. So although all of our tours come with a built-in interactive floor plan or interactive plan view, it's quite possible to add your own plan view to the tour as well if you want to customize the imagery or show something that's not part of the standard interactive generated floor plan.